Welcome to Kickstarter Radio. I'm Lipstickpaddy, and today we're looking at OrcQuest WarPath. Resurrection? There's a bit of a story to this game. What the heck is this? Well, first of all, Monolith. This is not your game at all. This was originally kickstarted back in 2017. That was 4.5 years ago. That's right, from Maze Games. In fact, all of the art that they're using here is from the original OrcQuest, the card game. That was 6 years ago, almost to the day, right? That was a small project, brought in just under 70,000 euros. The original OrcQuest brought in 330,000 euros. That's just over 2,267 backers on that one, so it's like a small campaign. And they had problems, or whatever. This game is finished, and all the files are printed, so, you know, forget stretch goals, forget any of that. This is basically an order. It's not exactly a pre-order. It still has to go to ship. It still has to get produced in the manufacturing. There's no limited numbers. Monolith in the past, I hated what they were doing. They would put in, oh, we're going to do a Kickstarter. It's a pre-order and you got limited number copies. I hated that. But at least here Monolith are letting you put as many, you know, you can order what you want now. But at the end of the day, Monolith here just acting as a publisher is what they're doing. But so effectively what this is a 2018 reprint, not an update. It is, you are backing here a Kickstarter from May 2018, right? So this is not modern in any way. It predates when I started coming to Kickstarter, actually, which was around 6 years ago. I don't know, I didn't see this anyway when I first came to Kickstarter. It didn't really get much love. And if you really want to know, because this is a ninja campaign from OrcQuest with 8 days. Absolutely outrageous. There's no reason to do these ninja ones. Is it just really hate it? Why don't they just do a, I don't know, 3-week, well, you know, just 8 days is so ninja campaign. You really got to get on this if you want it. They've got quite an aggressive pledge goal as well. And yeah. Now, the 2,000 backers plus that they got in the first campaign, they haven't got their copy yet. That's right. Monolith are going to fulfill theirs and whatever you copy on this. And one of the things people are saying is, look at the value you're getting. This is 135 euros, $145 with so much in the box. Yeah, you get these 2 giant boxes. You get what I would call tired miniatures from 4.5 years ago. Yeah, we'll go down. The minis aren't up to the standards of any miniature Kickstarter company at all. And in fact, the miniatures look retail. You got a bit of retail-itis to them. But yeah, 172 miniatures. I don't know why you need so many of these when a lot of them are carbon copy. Lots of double-sided boards. The board art does look good though, and you know, the orc art does look good, but it is from the card game 6 years ago, so it is old art. Now, one of the big question marks is these square bases, which was an odd design decision. And the reason they're square is so they fit the squares on the grid, but that's a silly thing to say, isn't it? Because a circle fits within the grid. Every game is using circles. And if you want to use these in your role-playing game, they'd be, why has it got a square? And everything here is round, so yeah, it's weird, isn't it? The sculpts, though, have already been done in the finger, so if you want to get circles on this, impossible, right? The reason this is cheap is because they've finished it production-wise. They just need to press the print button to redo. a second printing is what is happening. But so yeah, they don't look fantastic to me. They look like the old sculpts, and just lacking in detail. And I don't know, if I got a game from Fantasy Flight 5 years ago, I think this is what they would have been like. You know, the Fantasy Flight miniatures these days are excellent, aren't they? They're very, very good. And these remind me of my Mansions of Madness miniatures. So what are they doing on Kickstarter? I don't know, but there is some giant minis here. It's so weird that Monolith here aren't putting sizes of these. It's like they have no idea how a Kickstarter project works these days. They really don't, because these are really big. They really are, and they're just not showing it. So you get 16 of these nulls. Now the campaign is 10 quests long. Is there going to be a scene with 16 nulls all simultaneously in the scene? Because if it is, that's waste, isn't it? You could have just thrown some of these in instead of having 16 in one scenario. Just writing that scenario has cost a lot of money to do. I don't know, but the same with 33 humans. You know, they're all carbon copy anyway. Are you going to have a scene with 33 in? I don't understand why there's so many of these miniatures. It seems really odd. But, yeah, you've got these odd porks. Now, this does include the stretch goals from the original campaign. And if you go back to the campaign, you're going to have this... I'll put the link down below of the Maze Games Kickstarter, where you can see the all this stretch goals and stuff like that. But a lot of it on the main page is work in progress, and if you go to the update page, it's like 124 updates. Good luck fishing through all that to see where these porks come from. But it's really odd, isn't it? Yeah, you've got orcs, yeah, that's Dungeons and Dragons, but pigs, where have they got this from? It looks, they've even done them pink, which it just seems even worse. Yeah. So, is there anything decent then with this old game? Instead of overprinting miniatures and designing quests that need so many of these minis, just you're getting too much minis, you're getting too many of them. So when they say like this, I don't think it's good enough. You kind of need to show this when you get the pictures because of what it is, right? But so they're above 32, are they 36 minimum? 40, 48 then for the bigger ones. You got 50, and the big ones then are half a meter. That's stupid big, isn't it? The 27 double-sided boards is good though, isn't it? That's 54 tiles, big tiles, and I mean the problem is with these tiles that you can even see from here is there is copy-paste tiling going on in these rooms. They've not really designed it so that everything was different, and this is something that you would have got 5 years on Kickstarter, is what I would call lazy art. Yes, I'm the tile designer. I've got Photoshop open. I've got this other tile. I'm just going to copy over the design from this room, change the color of the blue tiles to black. Boom, boom, done it. Fantastic. Oh look, I've got stones in this room. I'll put a little bit of blood here. I'll put a shield on the floor here. I'll change the lighting in the corner here. Boom, boom. So it's very, very quick. And if you go 5 years back, Fancy Flight with their tiles looked spectacular, and they are at retail. And if a Kickstarter can't match Fancy Flight for detail on its tiles, that is embarrassing. And what we have here is embarrassing because it couldn't match the top of the retail market back then. And the art has copycat features, not even using anything modern from what we see from Kickstarter tiles. This is a red light. If those minis are a red light, they're going to stand out in your role-playing games. Square tiles is desperate. It is a design decision from 5 years ago, and again, not using modern systems. And you're getting quite a lot of tiles here. You could be using these in your D&D, but they just... I mean, I've got tiles in games, but these just don't look anything like I could use. Right. Yeah. The badass track, yeah. Monsters get stronger as you go through it, blah 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 blah. You can watch loads of gameplay videos. This is an old game, peeps. An old game. The game is finished yet. The dice look like they're rendered here. Can you not show us a picture of the dice? The game's finished. This is the exact art from the card game 6 years ago. That's right. It's just a hero card, not a sheet. It's just a card, isn't it? There's nothing really impressive with the design. It's not doesn't look like the publisher has decided to do it, modernize it in any way. There's a huge amount of cards. I don't like monochromic art. I don't know why they don't use color. I do not like that. Unless it's in a certain art style, for example, Primal the Awakening is using monochromic art, but it's kind of such in its design to be done it. It's done in a way that it is. But here we're looking at like a photograph that's been changed to go green in its monochromic look. I mean, look at the combat card with this amazing lash of light, and we're losing all the pop and colour, and what frankly it could be amazing, that card, and we've lost its what it could be just because they've gone monochromic. It's just silly. Did the original artist really print these in green and to be monochromic? Because if it did, you should have fired the artist, because this needs colour. In fact, if you go back to the Kickstarter, there's like 14 artists or something on this game. So yeah, it's a bit iffy-whiffy, the art. So yeah, there's 355 skill cards as you're going to be leveling up, and you are going to be crafting items as well to get stronger. Oh, black and white! Are you kidding me? The primal cards are done where it's as if the artist picked up an ink pen and drew them in ink, right? So it looks like it's an ink drawing. That's fine. But when the picture looks like it's from a image, like a video game, or from your card game, and you put a monochromic look over it, it kills the art. It really does. It kills it. So I don't like this look, obviously. I think it's a massive red flag for me. And it's something, again, it's another bad design decision from Maze Games. And Maze Games, by the way, they've only done OrcQuest the card game, and they've only done this game. They've not done a Kickstarter since this last game, 4.5 years ago. So they, I don't know what's going to happen to Maze Games. Are they going to bleed into Monolith, because if they are, they need to get some schooling done if they plan on doing another Kickstarter. Now you've got these boss cards, but they seem to be generic for the whole bosses, don't they? Shouldn't each boss have their own deck? This would be more modern. Shouldn't the patrol cards be specific to the enemy types? Because that would be modern, wouldn't it? That each type of enemy has its own AI deck. Not here. Generic deck. So, yeah. 400 tokens. Wow. Right, so the quest book is from the original. That's 10 chapters. The Sewer Fever, Blood for Blood. I'm not sure what they are. I couldn't even say. It's not been stressed. The YouTubers that are doing playthroughs of this are not giving you the full truth. They're not telling you stuff. So yeah, let's check these out. Yeah, Fantasy Flight 5 years ago. Yeah, for the retail. Yeah. Why couldn't you put a monster next to a hero for scale? Right. But again, lacking in detail. Even these big ones are lacking in detail. Like, for example, Tenaris Adventures, when they had Arena the Contest. The Arena the Contest had miniatures like this, right? And they were criticised for being lack of quality. So when Tenaris Adventures came out, they redid every miniature sculpt for that game to modernise it. Right? So if you get Arena the Contest now, it has all of the redone miniatures. It's brought Arena the Contest right up to 2023. This game's still in 2018. Alright, go and check out videos that are out there on this. They're obviously compromised. They are paid promotion videos and all that stuff. And to be frank, what good are these paid videos if there's no comparison to other board games that are in this genre? You know, because there's, you got Frosthaven coming that was pledged at this price. Look at what Frosthaven was doing. Arena the Contest was this price for the base. Look at what's that doing. Madara coming in around this price. What are you doing? Gloomhaven, you get that at retail at this price. What are you doing? Some massive competition in the market. The Last Great Deal, is it cheap? Is it cheap? Buying a game from 2018, not modernized. Don't think so. And look at this. Shipping to Mexico. 145 euros. Stick it up your arse. Where have they got that from? I've no idea. $145? Are you kidding me? Yeah. I'm sure the Americans in Hawaii are screaming like I am at this. This is like a price from 2018. It is. Like, they've not done their due diligence how much shipping to Mexico costs. It's roughly $50 now for anything big and massive. 50. So, the USMCA trade deal was enacted when Donald Trump was president. And this sheet here is not modernized. I'm sorry, Monolith. What the hell are you getting this price for shipping to Mexico? It's disgraceful, it really is. And poor the US citizens in Hawaii and Costa Rica, dear me. And Puerto Rico, of course. Ouch. Who are we? Monolith. No. mention of maze games. Yeah, no mention of maze. Yeah. You'll have to go to that Kickstarter. I'll put a link in the description for you to have a look at the origin story of this game and why it didn't finish and all that good stuff. So OrcQuest, a Kickstarter from 4.5 years ago, using the art from 6 years ago on the OrcQuest card game. The minis have square bases, which would mean they look odd next to your round bases if you're role-playing, using them for your role-play game, books and stuff. And the minis, they look old, not modernized, lack of detail. Yeah, so red flags all over this. And the price point, which Kickstarters are saying, what a bargain, you're getting too many minis. Like, there's just too many minis. Are they really using all these minis? You know, at least when Simon do gazillion plastic minis, in theory, you could use them all. But are you really going to have a scene with 30 of these enemies on these small tiles? Like, it makes zero sense. It really does. So, yeah, OrcQuest, do I recommend it? No, I don't. If you collect dungeon crawlers, do you really want to collect this one? It just looks tired, old, and it's a ninja campaign. Why have you gone like that? It's a ninja. Hey, what's going on here? Hey, I'm on fighting here with full screen. Hey! I'm getting hacked by Monolith. Trying to stop this video going out. There, it's settled. Jeez Louise. And on top of all that, it's a ninja campaign. So get on it quick before it loses. It's got a massive FOMO. It doesn't have a FOMO if you're not interested in it, does it? And all that good stuff. But yeah. If you are interested in it, of course, please check out the description below to see the original campaign, and do go through the updates to find out all of what happened and what you are going to get in the box, because you're damn not going to see it on this project what you get in these boxes. So you're going to have to go on that little treasure hunt, aren't you? So yeah. Let me know in the comments what you think of OrcQuest. Leave a comment, of course, and thumbs up if you like the video. And of course, think about subscribing if you like Kickstarter projects and you like a little bit of truth instead of these paid previews which disregard important information that you need to know as a backer. It's embarrassing, isn't it? Really. Anyway, on that bombshell, thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Lipstickpaddy. This is Kickstarter Radio 102.4. You take care, stay safe, and stay angry when projects turn up that only do things to rub you up the wrong way.